Okay, pranayama breathing, deep breathing, good for the lungs, good for the respiratory system. Breathe in by the nose, out by the mouth, all the time through the throat. Nose and mouth are only the passageways for the air. Interlock all 10 fingers, place them to your chin, thumbs touching your throat. Relax your shoulders down, concentrate, meditate one point in the mirror, and start please. Inhale, head down, arms up. Lift your elbows up, all the way up, as high as possible towards the ceiling. Hold it. Exhale, head up. Look back behind you. Look way, way back until you see the wall behind you. Bring your elbows to touch. Hold it. Inhale. Head down. Elbows up. Slowly bring your chin down. Lift up. Stretch up. Spine straight. Stomach in. Exhale. Head up. Open your mouth. Eyes open. Weight on the heels. Legs, muscles, hip muscles tight. Elbows touch. Inhale. Head down. Just a couple more left. First set, expanding the lungs, opening the ribs, open the lungs, full lungs, stretch up, exhale, head up. No backward bending, just your arms and head moving. Synchronize the movement of the arms and head. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Inhale. Starting with the half moon, hands to feet pose, bring the feet together. Inhale, bring your arms over your head sideways, hands palms together. Interlock your 10 fingers. Release your index fingers, thumbs crossed. Keep a nice tight grip, please. Don't lose the grip. Hands, palms like glue down to the wrists throughout the entire posture. Stretch up toward the ceiling, right and left several times. Right and left and right and left. And right and left. Make sure you feel stretching all the way down both sides up to the fingertips. In other words, it should feel like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, please come back, stop in the middle. Lock your elbows, arms and head together. No gap between the biceps, arms and ears. Push your hips forward toward the mirror to open your hips to your pelvis, upper body, leaning back a couple of inches to open your chest and rib cage. Maximum body weight on the heels. Arms and head back, chin up, focus one point in the mirror. You can't even blink the eyes. Take a deep inhale breath, stretch up one more time up out of the waist. Try to touch the ceiling. Hold the breathing normal in a straight line. Slowly bend your body to the right without bending your elbows or your knees. Continuously push your hips to your left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create tremendous stretching feeling down the left side, all over inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep your hips forward, your upper body leaning back. Maximum body weight stays on the heels. Bring your toes back together, hip legs tight. Bring your left hip, push it forward. Keep your two hips in the one line. Now right shoulder coming more forward to open your chest. You're like flower blooming, opening up. Come down, keep your chin up. Bring your arms back a little bit more. Come down, push at the end, a little more. Push and push. Come down and push and push. Inhale and come back up slowly. Stop in the middle. Bend your body to the left without bending your elbows or your knees. Continuously push your hips to your right. Stomach a little bit more tight. Good. Push your hips to the right. Stretch your arms to the left. You're trying to create tremendous stretching feeling. Still sustaining breath. Normal breathing in by the nose, out by the nose. Weight in the heels. Feet flat. Hips tight. Legs tight. Good. Everybody stretch up. Come down more. Push the right hip a little bit more forward. Left shoulder coming forward to open your chest like flower petal blooming. Straighten out the arms with the ears together, chin up, come down, push. You're at the end, push and push and push. Inhale and come up, please. Stop in the middle. Nice first backward bending, everyone together. Back is going to hurt, don't be scared. Take a deep inhale breath and drop your head back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you. Now arms back, immediately try to touch the wall behind you. Your total spine should backward bend from coccyx to the neck. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Total spine backward bending. Push your upper body back. You're trying to fall down backwards. Keep the maximum body weight on the heels. Inhale, breathing in, push stomach, legs, hips, everything. Push forward toward the mirror. Good, bring your arms back more now. Look back, reach back, lean back, go back, way back, more back. Inhale and slowly come up. Stop in the middle. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor in front of you for Padasana. Hands to feet pose, bend your knees one at a time. Just move your hips, walk it out, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, several times. Make sure your lower back, lower spine feels comfortable, nice and loose, easy and flexible. Big U-turn, back bend to forward bend, take it easy. Your spine's not totally warmed up yet. Next is hands to feet pose. Bend your knees. Grab your heels from behind and underneath. Step on all of your fingers, all 10 fingers. Your pinky fingers touching side by side, thumbs included. Elbows behind your calf muscles throughout the entire posture. Keep a nice and tight grip, please. Don't lose the grip. Pull your heels, stretch your body down from your lower spine towards the floor. You're trying to touch your forehead right on your feet. Bring your stomach on your thighs, your chest on your knees, your face to your legs below the knees. So from the side, you look like the Japanese ham sandwich, like there's no gap anywhere. Continuously pull on your heels. Slowly push your knees back as hard as possible. You are trying to lock your knees. You should feel tremendous stretching, feeling pain sensation underneath the legs, stretching all over, inside out, bones to skin, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead. Keep smiling, happy face. Continuously keep pulling. Pulling is the object of the stretching. Pull the heels, push your knees back, lock your knees, keep your eyes open, touch your face, lock your knees, exhale, breathing, roll forward more, lock your knees, eyes open, touch your face. Last chance now, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Inhale and slowly come up, please. Arms and head together. Look in the mirror. Relax your arms down side.
Hi everyone, my name is Rob Thomas from Moksha Yoga London, and I have Emma here today, and we're going to demonstrate an ego pose for you. So inhale, bringing the arms up, stretching your spine out, and on the exhale, draw your arms down. The right arm is going to come under the left at the elbow, and then you can wrap for palms. If you find that's a little tight, just grab the shoulders, works just as well. Inhale, lift your spine, exhale, sinking down, and then we're going to bring the right leg right up and over the left. So bringing the thighs close together, pointing the right toes towards the back of the mat. If you find that you can wrap your toes around the heel without turning your hips, that's great. If the hips turn, just draw them gently back or just point the toes. Common issue we see is arcing over towards the front of the room. So we want to bring the spine nice and tall here, compressing the arms together, bringing the elbows, the knees, and the heels all in one straight line. You also want to tilt your pelvis gently forward, keep the back straight. Focus is right between the hands, taking a breath, and then we're going to gently release. The right foot's going to come beside the left. On the inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, stretching out the spine, letting the shoulders release. And on the exhale, drawing the arms beside the body. So 3 things we want to recap: keeping the spine straight, keeping the joints all in alignment down the body, and keeping the thighs nice and tight. My name's Rob Thomas from Moksha Yoga London. Hopefully you enjoyed us showing you ego pose today. So go in, have a try, check out the tips, see if it works for your practice. Have a great class.
Hello, my name is Raphael Pachidi. I'm the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan, and we're coming to you today from our Penn Station, Chelsea location, located at 150 West 30th Street, right by Penn Station in the heart of the Garment District. Our posture for today is Dandayamana Janu Shirasana, standing head to knee. We're offering it to you today by popular demand because many of you have many questions about this posture. In fact, it's one of the most misunderstood postures in the entire canon of Hatha Yoga. Wipe your hands, shift your weight to your left leg, interlock your 10 fingers and grab the right foot in front of you 3 inches below the toes. The basic premise of standing head to knee posture is to engage muscles in the body that are very stabilizing muscles in the muscular system. In other words, the muscles that are around the knee and above it, the quadriceps system, engage in this posture for up to 60 seconds. Now, to keep that kind of contraction in these muscles requires enormous mental concentration, enormous determination, and enormous physical strength. Parallel to the floor, not higher and not lower. The left knee must still be locked. Take a deep breath, continuously kick your right leg. When you take class, you'll notice the teachers really emphasizing the idea of locking the knee, locking the knee. And in many cases, all it takes is the mental concentration, the thought of locking the knee, and the body will do its very best to engage those muscles. Then only you can bend your elbows down towards the... Now, as you improve in the posture, you will find that the body stabilizes itself. By engaging the muscles of your leg in this manner, you are engaging other stabilizing muscles in the abdomen, in the core, in the back, and even in the upper back. Now, as a beginner, if you've been practicing for less than, let's say, 6 months, this posture may not be you may not be able to complete the posture entirely, and that's okay. What it takes is a determination to keep continuing to practice. On your first day or first week or first several classes, you have to be very patient. To do the whole posture requires many months, sometimes even a year or 2 of practice before you can actually accomplish the entire posture. Up, leg down. A lot of our beginning students tell us that, hey, it's very difficult to do this posture because I keep falling out of it. And what we always respond and tell people is that falling out of the posture is very normal. In fact, you're going to have to fall out of the posture quite a bit in order to learn how to do it. And that's okay. As long as you keep trying over and over again, that's all we encourage. The medical benefits in this posture are huge. In stabilizing the body muscularly in the legs, you stabilize and engage and balance the entire muscular system, one of the largest systems in the body. Mentally, you're forced to concentrate, so that develops an enormous amount of mental strength and the ability to concentrate under duress. These are traits that will help you deal with the stresses in your life. We hope to see you in class soon, and we look forward to helping you through this and all of the other postures in our series. Hello, welcome back. My name is Raphael Pachidi. I'm the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan. We're coming to you today from our Penn Station location, located at 150 West 30th Street at 7th Avenue, right near Penn Station. Now, our posture for today is Dandayamana Dhanurasana, and in English that means standing bow pulling posture. Now, when we depict this posture or describe it to students, many people find it a little bit intimidating, but it's really not. As in all postures in Bikram, it's all about trying to do the posture the right way. And in attempting the posture, we set in motion a great chain of events in the body. So no matter what kind of shape you're in, and regardless of how deeply you go in the posture, you're going to get all of those benefits. Bring your right hand out, palm facing up, elbow touching the body. Say, "Mama, give me money." In the posture, working very hard, of course, the blood in the body is being pushed essentially to one side of the body. And the thing about blood flow is that the average person has about, a gallon and a half of blood in the body. And to take most of that blood and push it to one side of the body requires a significant amount of strength. So in the posture, the muscles are engaged in such a way and the body is positioned in such a way to really try to encourage blood flow to one side. And then all of a sudden we come out of the posture and that blood comes rushing back to the other side and evens out. And it's that rushing of blood flow that really flushes toxins out of the body and also carries nutrition to the deep cells of the body that need that nutrition. Stretch your left fingertips towards the mirror, trying to touch the mirror. Try to touch your shoulder to your chin. Shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body. In other words, your two shoulders should be in one line. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. If you lose your balance, you're not kicking hard enough. Body down more, stretch forward more, try to touch the front mirror, kick back more, kick harder. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down and kick up one more time, change. Come up and the other side. Now, falling out of the posture is really great because it means that the student is going as deeply as possible. You will fall a million times in this posture, absolutely. And the thing about it is that immediately we try to encourage people to get right back in and try again for two reasons. Number one, the blood flow that we were discussing earlier, the act of pushing blood from one side of the body to the other in the posture is very important and must be sustained in order to get the benefits. And also, as you can imagine, this posture requires enormous concentration. So as soon as you fall, you must try to get right back in to develop that mental concentration that's required for all yoga postures, but particularly in this one. Technically speaking, most people fall out of the posture because really the dynamic is not balanced. In other words, the kick and the reach don't match. So typically what has to happen is the kicking has to be more intensified. You have to kick more. And it's so funny because sometimes you're in the posture and you think, oh, I can't kick anymore. I'm kicking as hard as I possibly can. There is always a little bit more effort that can be found in the body and the mind once you're really, really focused and concentrating. So, with constant practice and repetition of standing bow pulling posture, the benefits are enormous. Every organ and gland is affected because of the incredible blood flow that's instigated in the posture. All of the major joints are worked, stretched, and all of the intrinsic muscles of the body that are very hard to reach are really participating and becoming toned and becoming responsive in the body. So the benefits really are holistic in this posture. It's one of the reasons why it's one of the more challenging postures that we attempt. My name is Raphael Pacini. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you in class very, very soon. Namaste. Hello, my name is Raphael Pacini. I'm the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan. Thank you for joining us again. Our posture today is Tula Dandasana, and known in English as the balancing stick posture, or the T as in Tom posture. The thing about this posture that's so remarkable is that in a very, very short amount of time, about 10 seconds, we are able to completely invigorate the entire circulatory system. Tula Dandasana balancing stick posture. This is great for the heart, it's great for the circulatory system. Lift your arms over your head, interlock your fingers and release the index fingers. Make sure your arms are nice and tight. Now push your hips a little bit forward and upper body back just a couple of inches. Now you have to concentrate and make sure you use 110% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over, so make up your mind right now. Okay? Here we go. Take a deep breath, stretch up, and now step your right foot forward, lock your right leg right away, and in half a second, zoom, charge the body right down and leg up, so that from the side you look like the perfect letter T as in Tom. Squeeze your head with the arms, chin away from the chest, and look into the mirror, please, at your standing foot. It's okay, the arms and shoulders are supposed to hurt a little bit. Now stretch your body in two directions. Stretch, 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 and change. Come right back up. Slowly lower the arms down, freeze, breathe normally, look forward. And the way we do that is that we put the body in such a position, as you saw Paula doing it, it looks like this, looks like the letter T. While she's in the posture, she is using intrinsic muscles in her body to pull the front of her body forward and to pull the back of her body backwards. So in essence, her entire spine is being stretched by the muscles that surround it. Every muscle in the body is used during Trikonasana posture. So for 10 seconds, Every single muscle in the body must be used. Now, the beauty of this is that inside and weaving in and out of all those muscles are what we call veins and arteries, which comprise the circulatory system along with the heart. So as those veins and arteries themselves are being pulled, they are basically being toned, just as a muscle would be toned. Don't forget that all the veins and arteries, they have little tiny muscles that kind of look like a coil that control blood pressure and that control the pushing of the blood throughout the entire body. Now, a lot of circulatory problems in our culture we attribute to the heart, but in fact, the heart is really just a small part of it. The heart is the pump, and then it's really up to the veins and arteries to deliver that blood where it needs to go. Now, coming out of the posture after 10 seconds, it might feel as though it's the end of the world, and it sometimes feels as though you've run a marathon or something in 10 seconds, and you feel winded and you feel completely overwhelmed. And that's when we have that moment in Bikram yoga where we try to encourage people to just look in the mirror and stand very, very still.
Point the left toes behind you first, lock both knees, and I go down. Arm, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. Make a capital T, not a broken umbrella. Bring your chin away from your chest. Try to look 4 feet in front of you. Squeeze your palms off your elbows. Body down more, leg up more. Body down more, leg up more. Now stretch and stretch and stretch. Change. Come back up, feet together. Keep your arms strong. Chin up.
Thank you for joining us. Hope you join us next time. Good morning, my name is Raphael Bacchidi. I'm the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan, and we're coming to you today from our Penn Station location, located at 150 West 30th Street at 7th Avenue. The posture for today is Dhanayamana Vipattipada Paschimottanasana, very, very fancy name for what we call standing separate leg stretching posture. And the beauty of this posture is that it works so many parts of the body that are very neglected in our culture. The back of the legs for many of us tend to be very, very tight because of how we live. We sit down a lot. The front of our legs tend to be a little bit weak for the same reason. In this posture, we're strengthening the front of the leg and we're stretching the very deep parts of the back of the leg, the hips, and the lower back. Feet together nicely. Arms overhead sideways. In this posture, we get right to the heart of it. We stretch very deeply, first the back of the legs, then the hips, then the lower back, and then the whole back so as to decompress the spine. Now, this is a process, and it takes quite a bit of time for most people. Forward, looking in the mirror, and your knees locked. Now grab your heels from the outside, 5 fingers together, thumbs touching with the index finger, and as a beginner, if you can't grab the heels yet, grab the outsides of the feet. Pull on your heels as hard as possible, stretching our body down from the lower spine towards the floor. Make sure your knees are locked throughout the posture. Roll forward like a wheel, body weight on the toes. Now, many of our students aren't able to even grab your feet, and as you can see in the video, Rachel is grabbing her feet and she's pulling and she's doing everything, really by the book. But many of our students can't even grab their feet. So the first thing that has to happen is you bend your legs and you try to grab your feet, and you do your very best. And if you really keep at it, it won't take long for you to be able to grab your feet. And then very slowly we encourage people to start to straighten the legs so that the hamstrings very, very slowly stretch. With persistence, with the right amount of heat, and with repetition, you'll notice a vast dramatic improvement in your ability to do this posture. Now, many of our students are former runners or are engaging in other sports activities or whatever, and one of their major complaints is that, oh, my hamstrings are so tight. And this is very common in our culture. Now, the reason that is a problem is that if the hamstrings are tight and inflexible, a lot of pressure in the body structurally is brought to the lower back. Once there are muscular or structural problems in the lower back, there tend to be problems with digestion and with all of the vital organs relating to or located in the midsection. In the meantime, the medical benefits of this posture are stretching, conditioning of the back of the legs, beautiful flexibility and strength brought to the hips and lower back, and as you're bent over, the spine decompresses. So all of the pressure that's been on the spine throughout the day, because of gravity, is relieved and the circulation to the spine is restored. Circulation in the spine is very important because the nervous system will function better once it's nourished with fresh blood. We hope to see you in class soon. My name is Raphael Paccitti. Hello, my name is Raphael Paccitti. I'm the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan. The posture for today is Trikonasana posture, known in English as triangle posture. It has enormous health benefits, as all postures do, some of which are orthopedic and some of which have to do with the internal organs. Because a lot of the pressure in the posture ends up being in the pelvic area, this posture has great benefits to anyone with hip problems or lower back problems. What we've learned, and what Western science tells us as well, is that people with back problems or even knee problems, the problem usually originates in the hip area. If hips are tight, you develop all kinds of other problems. Okay, so arms over your head, palms together. Now take a deep breath, stretch up, step to the right, about 4 or 5 foot minimum requirement. Good. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Lift your chest up, your chin up, and arms back. Pivot the right foot to the right so it's parallel to the front mirror, and pivot it a ½ inch more. Now bend the right leg and bounce a couple of times. Get your right thigh parallel to the floor with the knee directly over the ankle. Push your left hip forward. Push your hips forward more, upper body back. Now pivot just your hands, move your arms, bring the right elbow in front of the right knee. Push the knee back with your elbow and look up to the ceiling. Push your left shoulder up as you push your right shoulder down, so the two shoulders play a tug of war. This creates a marriage between the heart and the lungs. Make sure the left knee is locked, the left foot is flat on the floor. Now, don't put any weight on the right hand against the floor and no weight on the elbow against the knee. Now lean your body back just a little bit, freeze, breathe normally, and change. Come back up. We do the other side. Terrific. Now, the beauty of Trikonasana posture that you just saw is that it strengthens the muscles that immediately surround the hips. It strengthens all of the muscles in the core area, and it creates that incredible stability for the whole body. It creates incredible flexibility in the hips by restoring what's actually a natural range of motion. The internal benefits are wide-ranging as well. As the posture is held in position, blood is basically cut off. The circulation of blood is cut off in that area, the pelvic area. And so all the organs that are down there, the reproductive organs, the digestive organs, the sexual organs, they're basically deprived of blood. And then when we come out of the posture, all of the blood that's been backed up suddenly gets flooded into that area and creates enormous vitality in those organs. So for people like us in our culture that sit down all day or don't get a lot of circulation or regular movement in the pelvic area, we develop all kinds of problems down there. So regular practice of this posture will restore vitality to that entire area. Now, in addition to all of that, there's also the upper body that's getting an enormous, invigorating movement. When you saw Paula reaching for the ceiling with one shoulder and pushing the other shoulder down, it's as though she's pulling her chest open and stretching everything that's inside of it. And when you do that, you basically force the body into a state of synergy. We call it in Bikram a marriage between two very important systems, the respiratory system and the circulatory system. And as Bikram likes to say, a marriage between the heart and the lungs. So I hope you join us next time for our next posture.
Next is standing separate head to knee posture. Everyone, toes and heels together, arms over your head sideways, hands palms together, thumbs crossed, elbows locked. Now stretch your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Right foot step to the right, big step, 3 feet, 36 inches. Now pick up your toes and pivot on your heels. Face the front mirror 180 degrees as you turn your hips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in one line, 2 heels in one line. Your backside foot as at a 45-degree angle. Tuck your chin to your chest, suck your stomach in, and you go down. Look at your belly button the whole way down. Forehead touches the knee. So go ahead, bend your knee a little bit if you need to, but you must touch your forehead to the knee. This is compression posture, not a stretching posture. That's it. Now just go ahead, bend your knee as much as you need to. Stretch your fingertips beyond your toes. Keep your elbows straight. Push your fingertips into the floor to help you lock your knee out. Bring the weight forward on your right leg. Right hip up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, suck your stomach in quickly. Lock your knee a couple times with the help of the forehead. Change. Inhale, come up. Suck your stomach in. Stretch your arms the whole way up. Now pick up your toes. Pivot 185 degrees. Face the back side of the room. So you're facing the ballet bar now at the back of the room. Hips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Heel to heels, one line. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest, and you go down. Chin to your chest, suck your stomach in. Touch your exactly forehead to the knee. Hands, palms, stretch, or in prayer, stretch your fingertips beyond your toes. As a beginner, if you need to separate your hands on the floor, that's okay. Separate your hands. Exhale, suck your stomach in. Get your forehead higher onto your knee. Throat's choked, eyes open, very uncomfortable in this posture. The more uncomfortable you are, good. The more the benefits you're getting. When you lock your knee, change. Inhale, come up, suck your stomach in, stretch your arms the whole way up. Now turn to the right, right foot back to the place, and arms down side. Here now for tree pose and toe stand. Transition postures to the floor. So everyone, toes and heels together. Look forward at yourself in the front here. Right leg lift up. Hold it from underneath and behind. Heel touches the costume. Sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee come down. Now push your hips forward and gently push the knee back. Upper body back a couple of inches. Suck your stomach in. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Two hips, one line. Two shoulders in one line. Left hand up to the center of the chest. Now right hand up to the center of the chest. As you stretch up. Stretch up, eyes forward. Focus. Breathe. Change. Left leg lift up. Hold it from underneath with the right hand. Heel touches the costume. Sole of the foot facing the ceiling. Your goal to have your heels central line of the body. So underneath your belly button, more towards the center line of the body. Slowly, gently let the knee come down. You gotta be very careful with your knees. Bikram says you can mess with the rods, but not with your knees. Now push your hips forward. Gently push the knees back. Two knees in one line one day, opening up more through the hips. It's the same principle as triangle posture. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of the chest. The right hand up to the center of the chest. If your foot slips at all, continue to hold the foot. Stretch up. Stretch up. Constant traction. Eyes forward. Breathe. Change. Next is toe stand, everyone. So eyes on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Keep your eyes on the floor. That's going to help you keep your balance. Right leg lift up, middle of the left thigh, or wherever it's comfortable. Hands, palms together in front of your chest. Now bend your body down the lower spine towards the floor. Touch your 10 fingertips on the floor. When your fingertips touch the floor, then bend your left knee and sit down. Sit down on top of your heel and stretch your hips up towards the ceiling. Stretch your hips up towards the ceiling. Get your two knees in one line, balancing on your fingertips. It's traction posture, not a balancing posture, so stretch up. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Now right hand up to the center of your chest. As you stretch up, lift up. Half-inch gap between your hip and your heel. Change. Put your hands on the floor. Come exact opposite of the way you went down. You can all release together. Other side.
Good, we're gonna do wind removing pose now, yeah? Start by bending the right knee up, right leg lift up, interlock all the 10 fingers. Get a good grip, couple of inches below the knee if possible. Start to pull the right knee down towards the right shoulder. Keep your left leg straight. The left calf muscle should be touching the floor. If the calf muscle is lifting up, then you flex the foot back towards the face. Pull the right knee down around the rib cage towards the shoulder, elbows in close, touching with the sides of the body, both shoulders relaxed and touching the floor. Tuck your chin down, look down the center line of the body, pull extra hard at the end until you feel the hip joint hurt. You freeze here. And change, gently release, right leg down, left leg lift up, bend the left knee, interlock 10 fingers, get a good grip couple of inches below the knee, pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder, again, completely avoiding the rib cage. On the left side this time, the right leg is straight, right calf muscle touching the floor, elbows in close, again, both shoulders on the floor, tuck your chin down, look down the center line of the body, use your extra strength to create the flexibility, pull down extra hard at the end, feel the maximum pressure into the lower abdomen and freeze here, and change, gently release. Both legs lift up together at the same time. Grab your opposite elbows each other over top of the legs. Get the nice and tight grip here. Nice, tight, compact position. Feet together, side by side, relaxed position. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin down so that eventually the neck will be flat to the floor. And once you improve your skeletal system, bone joints enough, eventually the entire spine touching the floor here in this posture. Change. Gently release your grip. Legs down, arms down. Savasana.
Okay, next is a sit-up. Bring your feet together, heels and toes touching. Flex your feet, bring your arms over your head, only cross your thumbs. Keep your arms and head together, stomach in, chin down. Inhale, breathing, sit up. Exhale, grab the toes, double exhale, and turn and lie on your stomach for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Bring your chin forward, place your hands underneath your shoulders, very close to your chest. All your 5 fingers touching each other, hands, palms flat on the floor. Glue it down. Line up your fingertips with tops of shoulders, baby fingers in line with the deltoids. Distribute the body weight all over the hands, palms equal and the same. Please don't move your hands. Your leg muscles are tight, hip muscles solid, concrete, one piece, like cobra tail. Don't open it. Keep your feet and heels together. Feet should stay flat on the floor. Drop your shoulders down, elbows always touching your body. Inhale, breathing. Everyone slowly, gently lift your upper body up using only your 100% spine strength. Go up halfway to your belly button. Rest of the upper body in the air at the same time. Arms are L, like 90-degree angle from the side, like rectangle. Stretch your elbows back down towards your hips to drop your shoulders down more. Trapezius muscles should be visible in the mirror. Look up, chest up, lift up, hold it. Your back is supposed to hurt. Freeze there. Slowly come down. Bring your arms to the side. Look to the right, left ear on the towel. Completely relax. Salabhasana, locust pose. Bring your arms straight position. Get them underneath your body. Elbows invisible underneath your stomach. Hands, palms facing the floor. Little baby fingers should touch side by side. Your elbows are supposed to hurt. Open your fingers, grab the floor with the fingertips, relax the left leg, totally relax, right leg locked, solid, concrete, pointed toes, take a deep breath, and slowly, gently, right leg lift up off of the floor, 45 degrees minimum, half of 90 degrees, leg up, much more higher, couple of more inches, the backwards, the elbows hurt, leg up, lift up, hold it, slowly lower down, and relax. Totally relax the right leg, lock the left leg solid, pointed toes, take a deep breath, everyone together, left leg, lift up, lock your knee, point your toe, lift your leg up straight back behind you, don't let your hip twist out of line, leg up, toes pointed, knee locked, lift up, slowly lower down, open your fingertips apart, grip the floor with the fingertips. Without bending the knees, full lungs, take a deep breath, and both legs lift up at the same time. Both legs up, everybody together. Lock your knees, point your toes, feet together. Struggle harder, don't give up. Inhale, breathing, come up higher. Slowly lower down. Bring your arms out and look right, left ear on the towel. Full locust pose. Bring your arms to the side, just like airplane wings. Palms down and fingers together. Leg and hip muscles tight, solid, concrete, one piece. Pointed toes. Look up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath, full lungs, and everybody lift up. Arms, body, chest, leg, head. Lift up like you're 747. You are taking off. Arms up, arms back, fingertips in level with the top of head. Only your hip bones touching the floor. Rest of the body in the air. Chest up, chest up, chest up. Look up, lift up, exhale, come up higher. Slowly lower down and relax. Completely relax. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. Bend your knees, grab your feet a couple of inches below your toes. Keep all 5 fingers touching each other, thumbs included with the grip. Knees and feet 6 inches apart, arms and legs like 2 wheels, one base, toes pointed, wrists straight. Take a deep breath, everyone together. Slowly, gently, kick your both legs back and up behind you. Look up and kick up. Kick your legs back and up. Look up. Kick your legs back. Kick your legs up. Head up more. Wrist straight. Toes pointed. Knees more in. Kick more. Roll forward like a wheel a little bit more. Toes in the center from the side. Kick up. Look up. Kick back. Slowly lower down. And relax. Completely relax. Try again the sit up. Flex your feet, arms up, arms and head together, stomach tight. Inhale, breathing in, sit up. Double jerk forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. Turn around for half tortoise pose. Ardha Kramasana. Bring your knees and feet together. Sit in the middle of the mats and towels. Bring your arms over your head sideways, hands palms together. Only cross your thumbs. Look in the mirror. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Elbows locked, arms and head always touching, hips on the heels throughout the entire posture. Everyone together, slowly lower your upper body down toward the floor. Place your forehead on the floor in front of you. Only your baby fingers should touch the floor. Rest of the arms in the air. Continuously stretch your fingertips forward toward the mirror. Stretch forward more. Chin forward, chin away from your chest. Shoulder blades, scapula coming out of the body. Shoulders are supposed to hurt. Stretch more. Stretch and stretch and stretch. Inhale, come up please. Arms and head together. Arms down side. And relax. Completely relax on your back.
Hello again, my name is Raphael Paccitti. Thanks for joining us. We are coming to you today from our Penn Station location, which is located at 150 West 30th Street near Penn Station. And the posture for today is called Ustrasana, and in English that means camel posture. The beauty of camel posture is that it works the entire body, every system is affected, every vital organ is stretched, and at the same time every major nerve is compressed. And this is a really powerful effect because fresh oxygenated blood is of course flushed through all the organs and all the glands, and the nerves, the major nerves that have to communicate with these organs and glands are stimulated and can therefore work better. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Listen very carefully. Now the way that it works is that we simply put the body in a position that's pretty extreme backward bend. Now the fact that we spend most of our day in what we consider to be a forward bend, sitting down for instance, or hunched over a desk at a computer, or even standing in a sort of leaned forward position, physiologically speaking is equal to being bent forward or hunched forward. Now when that happens, the blood flow to the vital organs is basically limited. Blood gets in there and all the organs get enough blood to survive, but it's really not the same as when we stretch the vital organs and flush tremendous blood flow through them in order to revitalize them. So the result with repetition of camel posture is not only a healthier spine with increased circulation throughout the nervous system and spine itself, but also increased circulation throughout the entire body. It's a very powerful posture. One of the hard things about camel posture is the sensations that are elicited in this posture can sometimes be a little bit overbearing or overwhelming. And we often encourage students to try to keep going. Although it's a very short posture, it can be profoundly effective in relieving anxiety, stress, and emotional stress. So we notice over the years, people who have a very stressful life or have had a very stressful day, the posture tends to be a little bit more difficult for them. And that's actually a good thing because it means that the body is being affected. Typically what happens is when stress is induced in the body throughout the day, the hormone levels change. The stress hormones go up and the restorative hormones go down. One of the benefits of this posture is that it deeply stretches all of the endocrine glands that are located throughout the body, particularly towards the front of the body. The simultaneous stretching of all of these glands creates a harmony of the biochemistry of the hormone levels in the body. So the result, although extremely healthy, can sometimes feel very disconcerting and almost upsetting. So we often encourage students to concentrate throughout the posture and to try to keep going. My name is Raphael Pachidi, the director of Bikram Yoga Manhattan. We look forward to seeing you in class very soon. Namaste.
And next is a sit-up. Flex your feet, bring your arms up, keep the hips tight, inhale, breathing. Sit up, please, grab the toes, double jerk, double exhale, turn around for Janya Shavasana with Paschimottanasana, head to knee with stretching pose. Right leg out corner-wise, bend your left leg in. Heels should touch the costume. Sole of the foot creates pressure against the right thigh bicep muscle. Bring your arms over your head sideways. Interlock the fingers, turn to the right and go down right side. Grab the toes, all 10 fingers interlock, couple of inches below the toes. Pull on your toes as hard as possible. Flex your foot until your heel comes off the floor into the air. Just like rabbit, bring your chin to your chest, look at your stomach, touch your forehead to the knee. Forehead touching position, push your knee down, turn your toes back. Bend your elbows down. Left elbow down more, left shoulder down more. Left knee should stay flat on the floor. Roll into the left side. Roll in, get your head closer to your stomach. Push your knees down. Change. Inhale and come up, please. Left leg out, right leg in. Try the other side. Heel touching the costume. Press the right foot against the left thigh. Turn to left and go down left side. Grab the toes and pull the toes as hard as possible. Forehead to the knee. Maximum compression to throat and stomach. Bend your elbows down. Flex your toes back. Try to lift your heel off of the floor into the air. This is a perfect marriage of the thyroid to the pituitary gland, the pancreas to the kidneys. Bend your elbows a little bit more. Now roll into the right side. Roll in, get your head close to your stomach, push your knees down, change please. Inhale and slowly come up, both legs out front. Lie down on your back and immediately please sit up. Grab your big toes from the outside with your middle and index fingers. Pull on your toes as hard as possible and walk your hips back. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 10 to 15 times until you're both knees locked. Sit up, chest up, stomach in. Nice and tight stomach. Look in the mirror. Keep the head up, please. Chin up. Flex your feet back until your heels come off the floor into the air. Only if your heel's up, bend your elbows and stretch your body forward toward the mirror. The goal is eventually touching forehead to the toes. Stretch more forward. Pull harder. Stretch, pull and stretch. Stretch and stretch. Inhale and come up, please. Turn around and relax on your back, Savasana. Complete relax. Heels and toes together, arms over the head. Cross the thumbs, flex the feet, tighten the seat. Inhale, breathing and sit up. Grab the toes, forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. And turn around for the spine twist pose. Face the left side wall. Bend your left leg first, right heel to the left knee corner. Make sure both your hips touch the floor comfortably to keep your spine straight, perpendicular, 90-degree angle. Left heel touching the right hip. Bring your left arm up and over, elbow to the knee, push the knee back. Turn the wrist, grab the left knee with the left hand. Look down, make sure the hand, the heel, the knee touching the same spot on the floor. Take a deep breath, reach around and try to grab your thigh behind you with your right hand palm out. Inhale, breathing, full lungs. Look over the right shoulder. Bring the chin over the shoulder. Opening up rib cage. Total spine should twist to the right side. Lower, middle, upper spine. Total spine twisting. Each and every vertebrae from coccyx to the neck. Twisting like beautiful pearl necklace. Look back and twist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. And twist. The last chance. Twist. Slowly release. Turn around and relax on your back, Savasana. Complete relax.
Hi, I am Devidat. Welcome to My Daily Yoga. Today we will be learning 3 gems in yoga. I have named this topic as 3 gems because I am showing you 3 practices which has lots of benefit. It helps you to normalize your blood pressure. It's good for your heart. It's good for your brain. It's good for your face. It helps you in diabetes. It helps you for keeping your face younger and healthier, and lot of benefits. It helps your brain, your eyes. I can just keep on naming it. 3 simple practices. Anybody can do it. You can do it sitting on the ground. You can do it sitting on the chair. So let us start. The first one is Siha Mudra, the lion pose. So you sit in cross-leg position. We'll be taking the tongue out at the same time making the sound and at the same time you stretch your fingers. So the three things happening at one go. Fingers getting stretched, tongue coming out, and the sound. After that, you open your eyes wide and keep staring at one point. The breathing happens through the nose and not through the mouth. Though the mouth is open, the breathing happens through the nose. So I'll show you the first one. Then relax, close your eyes and just feel the effect of this practice. You'll feel it at your throat, in your jaws. This was the Siha Mudra. The second one is Jiva Bandha, the tongue lock. For that, what you do is, you touch your tongue to the upper palate in such a way that the inside part of your tongue is touching your soft palate and the outer part of your tongue is touching the root of your upper teeth. Keeping the tongue sucked up, you open your mouth wide. So this is how you do it. And then slightly take the face up. Again, breathing happens through the nose. And you keep pulling the tongue up. So imagine if this is your hard palate, your tongue is not touching in this way. Your tongue is touching flat up. So that's how you get the stretch. Breathing normal, maintain for 10 counts, 15 counts, as per your capacity. Slowly we will build up the capacity. And then relax. Again feel the effect on the throat, on the face. You might feel it at the forehead and the head. After this, you do a practice known as Brahma Mudra, which is Lord Brahma's face. So you sit straight with your eyes closed. Slowly start turning the face on any one side. Keep the breathing normal. Experience the stretch. Then come back after maintaining for 3 to 4 breaths or more. You go on the other side. See that your face is straight, your chin doesn't drop down or is not taken up. So you start with a straight face. Then come back to the center. Then you'll be going up. But when you're going up, don't just drop the head down. Control the movement. When you go up, you do the swallowing action 4-5 times and then maintain with normal breath. And then you go down. When you're going down, first bring the chin closer to the neck and then drop the head down. And come back to the center. So this complete set is one Brahma Mudra. What these all practices are doing is, it's training your thyroid gland, improving the health of the thyroid gland. There are carotid bodies over here which helps you to control the blood pressure. These movement helps you to improve the blood supply towards your brain, your face, and thereby improve the health of the overall body. I would suggest you one thing which will improve the benefits of these practices even more. For that, you practice the first 2 practices, that is the Siha Mudra and the Jiva Bandha 3 times alternately. So Siha Mudra, Jiva Bandha, Siha Mudra, Jiva Bandha, Siha Mudra, Jiva Bandha. And then you do 1 round of Brahma Mudra. This gives a lot of benefits. It is said that it gives benefit even more than what a Shirshasana can do, which is known as the king of the asana. Try these simple techniques and feel the difference in your body. Thank you. Namaskar, I am Devi Dutt. Welcome to My Daily Yoga. Today you will be learning yoga for face. These are simple practices which will help you avoid the wrinkles, the fine lines in your face and help you to stay younger. The first one, You can do it in sitting, you can do it in standing, you can do it in sitting on the chair, anywhere. So you just squeeze your face as much tight as possible and very slowly relax. We'll be doing it for about 3 to 4 times. So first be calm, very slowly start squeezing tight, as much tight as you can. And then very slowly relax. Once again, hard, tight, squeeze, and relax. Let the relaxation be slow. Again, tight, hold, 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 and relax. And just feel the effect of this practice. Immediately you will feel a lot of calmness in your eyes, in your face. So this was the first one. The second one, you blow your mouth with the air. Fill it with air. And then start playing with that air inside. Try to take it into different sides of your mouth. The best thing is, both these practices can be done anytime throughout the day. So you can do it sitting in your car and experience the benefit of these practices. And the last practice for your face, for this we'll be using a chair. What we'll be doing is, we'll be lying down on the back with the legs rested on the chair. And relax. Just close your eyes. You can put some wonderful music, relaxing music, and be there for 5 minutes. What this practice does is, it allows the blood to go towards your face. So there is a lot of oxygen that goes towards your face, helping the face to get younger. You just have to lie down like this. With practice, what you can do is, you can take a wall support and take the legs straight. So that's also possible. But if your hamstrings are tight, and you can't keep the legs straight with the wall support, the chair, or you can use your bed as a support, and just put the legs up and relax. Close your eyes and enjoy. You can stay there for as long as around 5 to 10 minutes every day. But when coming out, remember that you always turn on one side, use that hand as a pillow. Be there. Take some rest. And then slowly sit up. Whenever you do any inverted position, don't be in a hurry to sit up. Take time. Enjoy that benefit of that position and slowly then sit up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, then please do subscribe to our channel, My Daily Yoga. It's free. Thank you.
Let's start in mountain pose. Have your feet about 6 to 8 inches apart, so the feet are right underneath the hips. Let the legs be parallel with each other. Look at the feet and make the feet parallel so the outside of your foot is parallel with the outside of the mat. A good spread of your toes. And pressing your heels down into the ground. A lot of times in yoga, we call that grounding the feet. Pressing those heels down and drawing up through the legs. I want you to slightly contract your quadricep muscles, the front of your thighs, so that your kneecaps are lifted. This will engage the legs. From those strong legs, I want you to lengthen the sides of your waist so that your lower back feels light. Now, a lot of us, when we're standing, collapse our chest. And so Colleen will show you this common mistake. We collapse our chest, we have our shoulders rounded forward, and our head often is in front of our heart. Take your thumbs in your armpit chest and feel the front of the armpit lift up as the shoulder blades press firm into the back. As you do that, there's a little tendency to over push the lower ribs. So relax the lower ribs, Relax the throat and have the head right over your chest. So begin to play with the balance of the head over your chest, the chest right over your pelvis, the pelvis right over those strong, grounded legs. Strong legs, long waist, open chest, balanced head. Now take the arms down beside you. Keep the chest lifted. This is mountain pose.
People think of vinyasa just as sun salutations. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale chaturanga. You can get this beautiful rhythmical movement in a safe sequence in poses that are not intimidating.
Vinyasa, sequence 1. Begin in simple sitting pose. Sit with your big toes together, knees slightly apart. Inhale. Exhale. Allow gravity to take your body forward. mountain pose. Sequence 4. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. Exhale, jump back to dog pose. Inhale, exhale, plank pose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, exhale, triangle pose. Use a block if you need to. Inhale, exhale, lunge. Inhale, exhale, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, exhale, lunge. Inhale, exhale, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, plank pose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Side stretch pose. Stretch the side of the body. Inhale, exhale, both hands on the floor, right foot back, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, left foot forward, side stretch pose. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, exhale, jump to standing forward bend. Let the body release. Inhale, come up to mountain pose. If you want a more vigorous workout, repeat all or part of the vinyasa sequences.
And when you take a longer stride, if there's still too much weight on the upper arms, it's probably because your hamstrings are too tight and you need to bend the knees in order to get the length of the waist, and you want the weight moving back into the legs. So I'm gonna have Rodney straighten his legs, and I'm gonna pull his legs back. If you don't have someone to pull your legs back, pretend like you do. And then slowly walk the feet forward until they're right in between the hands. Bend the knees, look forward from the chest, and then keep bending the knees. Reach the arms up alongside of the ears to powerful pose. And a tendency here is to tuck the pelvis or to stick the butt way out. Come to someplace in between the two where you lengthen the
Left foot out 90 degrees. Check your stride once more. Arms out to the side. Bend your front leg to 90 degrees. Knee tracking right over the second and third toe. Place the elbow to the knee. This time, just take the top hand to the hip for a moment, and I want you to look down at that bottom shoulder and open up that bottom chest. So you're not leaning on the leg and collapsing, but you're pushing in and opening the chest. That's another common mistake.
and come back onto all fours. Cross the shins and sit down behind your feet. Moving into cobbler's pose, take the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. Pick up the hips and scoot them closer to the heels. Now what happens here a lot of times is we just completely collapse. We round the back, we collapse the chest. So take the hands around behind your back and lift the chest, lengthen the waist.
Right leg into your chest and drop it open to your side. Folding it deeply. Have your hands behind you, and from your hands behind you, ground the straight leg and ground the bent leg. Begin to walk your hands forward. Now, all too often in this pose, we begin to grab our foot or grab our ankle and we just pull. And it strains the lower back and it puts too much stress on the hamstring. So back up. Really ground the legs by pressing the straight leg into the ground, having the toes point straight up towards the sky. What I want you to do is make sure you grab at a place that the neck and the chest can open. From this evenness, then begin to focus on opening up inside the right hip. The energy of the legs come from the feet and run into the chest. The eyes and neck are soft.
And then bend the knees a little bit more so that the knees are right over the feet. Press the feet into the floor. Press the shoulders into the floor. Lift the hips for bridge pose. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Press the feet, press the shoulders, lift the hips. Now, something that happens here quite often, a common misalignment, is we collapse the chest and we unground the shoulders and send the chin back. So press the shoulders, even walk the shoulders a little bit underneath you to lift the chest and drop the chin. Another thing that we see happens quite often is we get very overambitious and we really lift the hips. And what happens there is you jam the lower back and the knees also spread. So draw the knees together, lift the hips to a place where the lower back is actually quite comfortable.